It's never going to be the same again.
I'm worried about the world.
The mass chaos and crises that there was in the world, it's going to be just like that now.
This is not an accident.
How long is it going to last? Longer than, even for those of you that have some cash in the bank, way past your cash reserves.
Out of 100 people, 4 will get the message.
This thing isn't going to be over in a few weeks. This thing isn't going to be over in a few months.
Product assurance and certification. 3 Italian winemakers are the first to implement My Story. They have each produced one wine with a unique digital identity, giving consumers instant access to the true story behind the bottle by simply scanning the QR code. All the information gathered through the My Story process will be stored on the Vechain Thor public blockchain. By scanning a QR code, the consumer can use the My Story application to browse the different product characteristics and production processes behind it. The full history of the journey is easily available with the information checked and verified by BMW. It's a scalable and affordable enterprise solution that will prove the quality of products and prevent high-end wine from being refilled with cheap knockoffs and passed off as the real thing. QR codes in My Story have 2 purposes. One is to establish the uniqueness of a bottle, and second, the authenticity of a bottle. In this bottle of wine, the QR code is reproducible. It doesn't need to be copy-proof, as it's only used to tell the story of batch traceability. This example is tagged with My Story. It's secure, and the tag refers to a specific bottle of wine. The tag has a yellowish tint, which is a unique micro QR code that can't be copied, which is the same technology used to protect banknotes. Finally, this wine has 2 reproducible QR codes that tell the story and also identify the uniqueness of the bottle. Securing even a small percentage of the wine produced and shipped each year would make Vechain one of the most heavily used blockchains in the world. But wine isn't the only thing criminals fake. Clothes, shoes, luxury items like purses and sunglasses, you name it. Someone is probably counterfeiting it right now. Do you ever worry about buying a counterfeit product? With so many fakes and copies out there in the market, most people don't know what they're looking for to determine if their product is genuine. Counterfeit products make up the biggest black market in the world, estimated at $461 billion per year, which is even larger than the $426 billion global drug market. Last year, a group smuggled more than 300,000 pairs of fake Nike Air Jordan sneakers into New York with a total value of $70 million. If Nike spent just 1% of the $70 million building a solution against counterfeiting, they would greatly increase their market share and profit potential. Counterfeiting is a global problem, and Vechain is bringing its solution to major companies. In a world rife with counterfeits, companies can now use blockchain to prove product origin and allow consumers to verify product authenticity instantly with a smartphone. BTG, the famous shoe artist who has worked on designs with Nike, Kobe Bryant, Puma, and Reebok. These shoes have been called the shoes of the future. With the use of NFC chips, buyers can keep track of the shoes via their digital footprint. It's a trustless way to confirm the authenticity of the shoe, and all of this is being stored on the Vechain Thor blockchain. Imagine being able to use your phone to verify something is real. It will dramatically change retail and also the process of buying something secondhand. A new, trustless method of verifying authenticity. Arket is a clothing brand for various essential products for men, women, and children. It will be using Vechain's blockchain to actively track their products. This will enable the final consumer to have a clearer insight into the origin of their purchase. The two are working on a proof of concept that tracks a product's origin through the supply chain. Arket has done a small proof of concept through a pilot testing with Vechain to use blockchain technology to secure product data traceability. The product used for the trial is a wool beanie from the 2018 collection. By scanning the product's NFC chip, customers can access detailed information of the product, such as its origin, material, supplier, and so forth. This kind of implementation is just the tip of the iceberg with regards to supply chain adoption in the real world. The revenue potential for blockchain in the auto industry is expected to reach $120 billion by 2030. These days, smartphones and computers are not the only devices that collect and store our data. Our cars store more and more information, but on the used car market, there's a huge problem: mileage manipulation. With the help of Vechain's public blockchain and the DApp Verify Car from BMW, this problem can be solved. Vehicle owners can use the app to transfer important information such as mileage or service and repair history, verified and validated via the Vechain blockchain. Mileage manipulation can cause damages of up to $8 billion per year. In the long run, this leads to a loss of customer confidence. The Verify Car DApp would record not only the mileage, but also all other activities of the vehicle and store it on the Vechain public blockchain. In the future, customers of the BMW group will be able to assign an individual QR code for each car, which can then be scanned to obtain the necessary information. If BMW adopts Vechain's solution, a snowball effect will likely follow. Hundreds of independent repair shops, insurance companies, and rental companies will all be interested to log data from future vehicle purchases, services, parts, and repairs on the Vechain blockchain. That's easily millions of transactions per year. Vechain has recently launched a one-click solution into Amazon Web Services cloud platform to allow companies to deploy quick, transparent, and compliant blockchain applications. Enterprises are moving their application workloads from data centers to the public cloud. Amazon Web Services dominates the public cloud market over both Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud. 41.5% of all infrastructure applications in the public cloud are running on Amazon Web Services. Last year, Amazon decided to facilitate a new kind of infrastructure for apps called AWS blockchain templates. This means that enterprises without blockchain expertise are able to easily and quickly deploy blockchain solutions. DNVGL plays a critical role by implementing their compliance certification and information security services. They will help enterprises with their biggest concern of working with the cloud, security, and risk management, allowing companies to use blockchain without any cryptocurrency knowledge. Amazon CloudFront enables enterprises to deploy blockchain applications in one click by speeding up the distribution of static and dynamic web content. Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud enables enterprises to upload data and deploy smart contracts on the Vechain Thor mainnet. Instead of buying their own servers, enterprises can easily use Amazon's virtual servers with no big setup costs, optimal flexibility, and great performance. Amazon Relational Database Service allows enterprises to set up, operate, and scale a database in the cloud. It connects the ERP system with the blockchain to upload data for smart contracts. Because data comes in all kinds of formats, this is often a challenge. Essentially, this is a working product on top of the world's leading cloud platform, which will enable enterprises an easy way to use blockchain. This is just one of the many ways in which enterprises can benefit from Vechain. In 2019, Vechain's mission is simple: to grow the transactions with business value and build infrastructure services.
Drug tracing platform for pharma giant Bayer. This is May 28, 2020, and it was updated again on the 28th. One of the largest pharmaceutical companies in the world working with Vechain to develop a new blockchain-based traceability platform. Vechain revealed in an interview Thursday it had chosen Vechain as its tech provider for a new blockchain-powered solution that will allow the firm, a branch of Bayer, to track clinical drugs across the supply chain. Known as C-Secure, the system loads a batch number relating to the specific drug onto the blockchain. So they're once again loading drugs into the blockchain so they can track them. But there's another one. Vechain partners with Verita Health for decentralized solutions in healthcare. Where is Verita Health? Verita Health is located. It is an Australian company. Verita Health uses Vechain Thor blockchain to give patients patients control over their health data. So this is just reason number one. Power packed into the healthcare from Cyprus through China on down to Australia. We're talking globally. Now let's move on to reason number two, and I'm here to tell you this is a biggie, and that is agricultural solutions. Yes, for farms and ranches. So let's dig into this just a little bit. I want you guys to pay close attention once again to these dates. What is Vechain doing globally? We just left the healthcare industry. Now we're focused on May 29th. Vechain enables producers market to trace agricultural products to support undeserved farmers globally. This is in Shanghai, China. As you can see here, with consumer and industrial behavioral shifts due to the ongoing situation, the world has seen stagnation of growth in the production, sales, and international export of food products. I'm focusing on the international export of food products. Please keep that in mind as I move over to the next article, okay? Over 300 Italian agricultural companies adopt Vechain's blockchain. So we just realized that globally, this is globally, Vechain enables producer markets to trace agricultural products to support undeserved farmers globally. We go over to Italy. Over 300 Italian agricultural companies adopt Vechain's blockchain. The largest Italian agricultural association and the largest tomato processing company in the country rely on Vechain's blockchain technology to make the tomato supply chain traceable. We're leaving Italy, going over to the next one as if you need any other reason. Vechain offers services to 130 firms in China as Food Safety Alliance member. This is September 18th, 2020. The platform plans to assist in building a from farm to table traceability system across China. We just said they're actually looking to do this realistically across the globe, but just in China, 130 firms in China as a Food Safety Alliance member. Pay close attention. This was on September 17th. Vechain is the sole public blockchain technology provider in the alliance and will offer technical and infrastructural support. There are more than 130 companies in this alliance. So we have literally left, going from global, went over into Italy, talking about the tomatoes and other agricultural things going on there. Then we went over back into China, talking about 130 other firms in China. But I want to slow this thing down for a minute. Please tune in closely. Building a from farm to table traceability system. Why do you think this is going on? We literally left the healthcare industry. Now we're going into the food and safety and farm to table traceability system. For what reason do you think this is? I introduced to you something new. Think about this map of China that you see here. We already know what was going on earlier this year, which affected the world in the Hubei province. We also know that earlier this year, there was significant amounts of flooding coming from the Three Gorges Dam, also located in the central region of China. If you look on this particular map, and this is from the USDA Gov website, talks about graphics and climate in China, these darker reddish areas are as the article says here, the hardiness zones in China, okay? These are hardiness, these are the grow zones. What is happening in these grow zones as I click to the next tab and I show you something? I just did a search looking here, flooding, China, and food, whole bunch of results. Create more food floods, create more uncertainty for China and food. Is China's flooding causing a food crisis? Another famine coming in China. Oh, forget about that one. Flooding in China could be the latest disaster to disrupt, but that's just that particular section. Realistically, look at this. Also during the year, July 27th, this year, China's flooding crisis causes torrential rain to wreck a dam, the Three Gorges Dam, etc., etc., etc. The entire central part of China is being flooded, and it is affecting the grow zones of the food-producing areas of China. So you have Vechain working with China and the entire globe in order to create a traceability platform so that food can get from point A to point B, which realistically means to your mouth. And that is the second reason on why I am choosing to hodl and buy Vechain. And with Vechain sitting at the prices as they are today, which is literally at the lowest point that I have seen in a little while of just about 1 penny, it is amazing. And I want to state this is not financial advice. Please continue to do your own research and do not accept what I'm saying as, hey, go out and buy this thing. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just someone that likes to redo my own research and invest in things that I find to be of interest.
Network, the public blockchain that derives its value from activities created by members within the ecosystem solving real-world economic problems. Well, that's what I want to hear. When I go and I pull up the definition of Vechain, what we get here, what is Vechain? Vechain is a blockchain platform designed to enhance supply chain management and other business processes. Its goal is to streamline these processes and information flow for complex supply chains through the use of distributed ledger technology. Now, that was from October last year. Let's go ahead and keep moving here. Here is the current layout of Vechain, what we're looking at here, right? Price-wise, 4,000ths of a penny right here. And it looks like to me, we're going to look at the partnership list here. They've been busy. So this is interesting here. And obviously, none of this is financial advice. We're just taking a look at some of the projects that we've seen people talk about in the XRP community. So let's keep it going. Total market cap right now, 272,318,932 USD. Total volume right now in the 24-hour, $165,875,082. Circulating supply is sitting at 55,454 million. The total circulating supply is 86,712 million plus. That's where you're at on the numbers. Now let's go over here because this is a list from Vechain Insider about some of the partnerships that they have. And this is where I start getting excited because when you start to see the partnerships come together for me, I start saying, okay, you have a product, you have a service. You obviously see they're after solving a pain point, which is being able to streamline, supply lines and things of that nature. You start saying, okay, well, who's buying in, right? Who's buying in on the business side? And let's take a look at exactly who that may be. This is a list of the partners here, as you can see, but let's go down this. DNVGL. Employees 12,500. Company's $2.4 billion company is globally operating company that provides audit and certification services confirming that an organization meets certain requirements. I'm just going to dust through some of these really quickly. DNV will provide Vechain's blockchain power services to their huge customer base. Next to DNV, Vechain have developed My Story, a digital assurance solution for the food and beverage industry based on audits and data collection. PricewaterhouseCoopers, which is certainly heard of that one, 236,000 employees, $37.7 billion in revenue. Let's take a look at this. Pricewater will offer Vechain's blockchain power solution to its big client base, providing its clients with improved product verification and traceability. So you immediately start to get a picture about what they see from the business side, the advantage of having Vechain as a part of their offering of their business model to their client base. Okay, so National Research Consulting Center says together, Vechain has developed and implemented an anti-counterfeiting technology for China National Tobacco Corporation. Interesting. Okay, Vechain is helping Yida China Holdings Limited to implement its blockchain technology and its current technology portfolio used in projects like energy management, renewable energy, smart grids, green buildings, and smart medical or media facilities. BitOcean will work together with Vechain to allow users to buy and sell Vechain Vet to use any physical ATM starting in Japan and China. Now, I love seeing that. Okay, China national level partnerships. The new zone will become a test zone for utilizing high innovative technologies to help improve the efficiency of Chinese government. I love hearing governments tied in with a protocol because they can bring some massive amount of flow through the system. Vechain is mandate to be the blockchain technology partner of the government to plan, design, and implement blockchain-powered processes for the government of the Gui New Era. Direct imported goods. Let's see here. An estimated 30,000 counterfeit wine bottles are sold every hour in China. Vechain will be tasked to authenticate and trace winery data from producers through the supply chain, eventually to the consumer, using smart NFC chips in the wine bottles to stop counterfeiting market. That is pretty interesting stuff right there. China Unicom here says Vechain has signed a partnership, poetically called the Unicom Cloud Ecological Strategic Cooperation Agreement. With China Unicom, Vechain's role in the partnership will be to develop and help the state-owned enterprise within its business processes. Using BAS blockchain as a service, Vechain will help China Unicom improve the efficiency of the supply chain management. Going on and on, you start seeing supply chain management, the processes of their systems. This is remarkable what they're doing here. I actually like it a lot. In China, over 5,700 employees and operates out of 60 key cities across the DB Schenker is collaborating with the third-party logistics providers to offer solutions across China. Together with Vechain, DB Schenker has built a supplier evaluation system on the Vechain Thor platform. This will allow DB Schenker to evaluate the performance of third parties they work with. Remarkable. Logistics company, BMW, heard of them. Vechain is participating with BMW Startup Garage Program as a venture client. BMW Group becomes a customer of the startup at a time when the product, technology, or service is not yet ready for market. Selected startups such as Vechain are undergoing a special program, the core of which is testing a functional prototype with an applicant relevant to the BMW Group. In the case of Vechain, the goal is the implementation of POC on the use of blockchain technology as a solution for the storage of vehicle data and its secure, controlled provision to third parties. Interesting. LVMH, luxury consumer goods company here, 48.6 billion. Nothing to sneeze at there. Vechain is currently working with multiple LVMH brands to integrate blockchain and IoT technology into their projects. One example of this is Givenchy bags equipped with Vechain chips, so users can verify if their handbags are genuine or fake. Remarkable. Group Renault, $67 billion company in a partnership with Microsoft and Vizio. Vechain has created a digital car maintenance book that, thanks to blockchain technology, is tamper-proof. This way, when the owner wants to sell a vehicle, he or she can share the data about the vehicle that is tamper-proof, like, for example, the mileage, creating trust between buyer and seller. Nice. Fang Wang, together Vechain Fang Wang will develop solutions to improve data collection, storage shareability, to improve the quality of data available, while making financial decisions, reducing the risk and lower cost. Itawataka, let's see, utilizes the blockchain technology to digitally identify every piece of content media created on the platform. Interesting. Safeguarding and securing intellectual property rights. I'm big on that. Entire user base. The partnership enables the team to an application that establishes their reputation among the market and win the trust of their users utilizing intellectual property protection services. Love that. Bright Food, 25.3. That's the kind of stuff we want to see. Bright Food will utilize Vechain for their supply chain management, data management, as well as explore new products and solutions. That's incredible. I mean, this is pretty remarkable stuff. I mean, here we're seeing some very sizable companies. Shanghai Egri Consulting Company, 11.3 million. It's one of the smaller companies, right? All of this stuff is really in the same manner. They're really putting the technology to work through the supply lines or to better their offering of their services, like the car company, and working with them to make a automated digital owner's manual and information tracked with the car, so the identity of the car and all its history is logged right in and cannot be manipulated. Pretty interesting stuff. All right, so NTT Docomo, which is a $42 billion company, is exploring some operations with them and opening a partnership. Pretty remarkable. So going down through here, you see it just goes on and on. You guys get the gist of this. I mean, this is remarkable. Some very, very sizable companies, not to mention the least of which, Walmart China. We're looking at 443 stores in China for Walmart, and with the help of Vechain Thor blockchain, Walmart China in June of 19 launched the Walmart China blockchain traceability platform. Products from the 23 different product lines are tracking using IoT and blockchain from source to retail stores, offering customers a new level of trust and confidence in the products they buy. Walmart's goal is to have 50% of all packaged meat, 40% of all vegetables, and 12.5% of seafood tracked using Vechain powered platform by the end of 2020. By the end of this year. Now that is remarkable stuff. So